inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll field this at the 5. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw, Brissett. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Play fake, Brissett.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On first down, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Chiefs at 500, 7-7 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. The drive will start with an option going left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows in terms of football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tim Patrick, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
75 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 13-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. picked off by Troy Pride. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Brissett on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes to throw once more. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 40 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Mecole Coleman.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 39, Mariota. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Walker. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Walker once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker.
And this time he is in.
Ken Walker
with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Mariota will look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Hey, 43, 15.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gear for Walker running right.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
56 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
That's what I love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Thanks to Frank Clark. That play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. On 2nd and 12, Brissett. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We're back now in KC. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Brissett sets to throw it. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's got Burton here. So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, he'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On second and 9, Mahomes. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
That signifies the fourth quarters here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, but we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
And Mariota going to run on the option.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now Brissett.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. The defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything.
He's got a man, complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Mahomes. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a 1-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tight.